Hello, my name is Chameleonish, and today I will be discussing The Justice of Kings by Richard Swan. First off, there will be spoilers for The Justice of Kings in this review, so if you have not yet read this book, please do not watch this video. Starting off with characters. The protagonist from whose perspective we are reading from, Helena Sedenka, is decently interesting. She has a conflict throughout the story within herself as to whether she wants to continue as Von Wald's clerk and eventually aspire to be a justice, or stop working with Von Wald and have a less gruesome life. While I enjoy her internal conflict, sometimes she's a little hard to empathize with. Whenever she gets snippy with Von Wald, it makes sense considering her internal conflict, but it's a little hard to be on her side. Of course, that isn't necessarily a bad thing. Von Wald is an interesting character as well. This entire book is kind of watching his fall from his high moral standards of himself, and watching him see the world as he knows it fall apart. Even as all of that is happening, he maintains his intense presence with Helena and other characters, and I think his relationship with Helena is quite interesting throughout the entire story. The world building of this world is quite well done, despite the story taking place in mainly two small, in the grand scheme of the world, places. We are able to learn a lot about the rest of the world through many other characters, and the reader's ignorance surrounding the state of the rest of the world is mostly dissolved by the end of the story. It is made clear that things are changing, that the church is coming to power and the emperor and empire is growing weaker. Finally, the magic is quite interesting, and especially how it plays into the changing circumstances of the world politically. Lastly, I wanted to discuss some of my favorite moments in the book. The fight at Galen's Vale was quite a grim yet grand moment in the story, especially with Claver levitating Von Wald into the air, which has immense implications for the story moving on. However, I also thoroughly enjoyed the investigation and each bit of progress that Von Wald and the rest of the team made. The only negative thing I can say about the plot is that in the beginning it was slower and lacked some tension, but by the end it had found its footing. Overall, this story was dark, well written, and interesting. I would give it a 4.5 out of 5 stars, mainly for the lack of interest I had in it for the first third or so. Thank you for watching. Tell me what you think of The Justice of Kings down in the comments, and until next time, good